My business has this rhythm and this consistency that it has never had. And just for reference, I've been licensed since 2012 and full-time since 2015. I've never had the rhythm and consistency that I am currently experiencing in my business right now.
Meet Alisha Pulling, a top producing real estate agent in Detroit, Michigan. And Alisha came to me needing some assistance with her real estate business because she was doing everything herself, and she had been for years. And as a result, she found herself doing things that she really didn't want to be doing in real estate. And namely, that would be absolutely everything. So we met with Alisha, and she had actually met with a couple of virtual assistant companies before, but the model didn't really work for her. She really wanted a company that was going to hold her hand through the process and guide her expertly install the standard operating procedures, the checklist, the guides, and everything in her business so that it was really plug and play for her. And the end result is that Alisha has gotten, the clarity and the organization that she needed by hiring an executive assistant, which I always recommend as the first hire, because your executive assistant is kind of like your Swiss Army knife that can do a little bit of everything: organize your business, create systems, handle email, voicemail, calendar management, appointments, and all of those administration things and systems that you need to make sure that you can operate in your strength zone, in your zone of genius, whatever you want to call it, but in the area that's going to make you the most money and free you up. So not only has Alisha's executive assistant freed her up in terms of time, but it's allowing her to do the things in the business that she loves doing, talking to clients, doing more client generation activities. It's allowed her to be more organized in her business and all of that good stuff. So let's see exactly how this process has been for Alisha and how it's going for her. What made you decide to hire a virtual assistant in the first place?
I was looking for leverage. I'm a solo agent, and busy mom of two little guys, and a lot of things going on in my personal life as well as my business life, and I wanted to scale. And the thing that made the most sense was hiring a virtual assistant, which was advice given to me a very long time ago, but I didn't take the plunge until recently. So
yeah, I know your coach has been telling you to do that for a long time, for sure. And so what position, by the way, did you hire?
I hired an executive assistant. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's been good. I figured in talking with you that it was kind of the Swiss Army knife of virtual assistants, so to speak. So we started there.
Definitely. And what was the process like of actually hiring and then onboarding your first virtual assistant, the executive assistant?
Yeah, I got to say, I was actually very intimidated going into this. And the reason I was intimidated is because I've heard so many horror stories from other real estate agents who have invested, time into hiring an assistant and it maybe not working out for them. And so anyways, there's all those horror stories out there. And so going into this, I had, made a decision with myself that I was going to buy the book, to, take my time, really research, a lot of reflection in my business and what it is that I wanted and the interview process. And, it was not okay, I like you, and pluck out of, a pool of applicants. It was very strategic. And I think that I'm benefiting from that now.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's so cool, Alisha. I'm so glad to hear that, that it worked out and the process was great of actually hiring the virtual assistant. How was it and how has it been, this time working with us at All Star VAs and our partners?
It's actually been really good. So full disclosure, I had mentioned earlier that my business coach has been recommending that I hire a virtual assistant for a very long time. So about a year ago, this time I was interviewing companies. I believe I had spoken to two, and it wasn't so much a great experience with them. It was I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. I needed hand holding, to be honest. And it was very like quick and rushed. And I was like, okay, this isn't for me. I didn't feel the support there. And that actually really worked out, because fast forward to now, when I was like, okay, let me consider this again, and working with All Star, I did receive that hand holding, which I so desperately needed. And that, okay, here's the next step. Okay, here's the next step. And it really was just kind of this like Hansel and Gretel situation, where it was like, okay, here's your next breadcrumb. Here's your next breadcrumb. And it made a very overwhelming, perceivably overwhelming situation down into bite size, if that makes sense. And it's been good.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's so great to hear that, it's gone well, and the onboarding was great and the hiring, because, I always tell potential clients that, finding a VA actually, I mean, obviously you want to find a great match, but the challenging part really is that in that execution, getting the standard operating procedures and the KPIs, getting this person to, really do what you want to help you achieve the goals in your business. Hey, thanks for tuning in to this video with my client, Alisha Pulling. So if you like what you're hearing, if you're getting value from this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit the like on this video. And also, if you'd like to schedule a time to chat with us about helping you work less, earn more money, and have more fun in your business, just hit the link below to book a free consultation, or you can scan this QR code right here. How has it been here in the early going with your executive assistant, specifically in terms of, how have that person been helping you to free you up to achieve your real estate goals in your business?
Yeah. So I'm trying to think where I want to start with this. So all the preparation that you all gave me at All Star VAs, when I finally, had my VA, I was there, and it was like, okay, let's hit the ground running. It wasn't, me and my VA just staring at each other blindly, like, and now what? There was a system in place that I was, able to have. So we literally just hit the ground running, and we've been following like this step by step, day by day. Like, it's literally broken down. For us. So every morning I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're focusing on this morning. And we have KPIs to measure our progress in our working relationship. So how has that benefited me? Well, first of all, it's benefited me because I need a step by step. I do personally. Right. And I think in having that, we are now in a position where I can very comfortably and confidently be like, okay, you know what you're doing because we had a plan and you followed it, and go do that. And I'm not one who can easily, just be like, hey, take this and run. But because of the preparation and that onboarding and that plan, she's in a position now where I'm like, hey, take that and run. So what has that done for my productivity and my business? What I have found, because we're still fairly early, but what I have found is we have a rhythm. My business has this rhythm and this consistency that it has never had. And just for reference, I've been licensed since 2012 and full-time since 2015. I've never had the rhythm and consistency that I am currently experiencing in my business right now. I am, just it's like the little things that ultimately will be big things. So because she's taken over the things that I know need to be done, but I don't have time to do them, they're getting done. So my Google reviews are up. What? Like those little things, but it matters, right? So my Google reviews are up because of her. My marketing efforts are more consistent. She has like weekly projects that she works on. I'm connecting with past clients more frequently and deeper than I was previously, which is great at the beginning of the year because that's when everybody's ramping up. So I am getting referrals from that. So I don't know if I have any measurable results yet, again, because we're still so soon in the process. But I am 100% confident that I will be seeing results, like measurable results from this working relationship.
Yeah, and ultimately, Alicia, I think, for me, when I talk to entrepreneurs, the goal is to get you doing the stuff that you love to do. Like you said, talking to clients, meeting with clients, more of the money making activities, rather than the stuff that is draining, that you really shouldn't be doing as a top producing real estate agent. So, well, that is really, really great to hear, Alicia. I'm so excited that it's working out, and that you guys are going in the right direction with that relationship. So that is super awesome. And by the way, tell us where you sell real estate so that everyone watching this, if you have referrals for Alisha in that area, send them over.
So I'm in the Metro Detroit, Michigan area. So if you look at the universal map of Michigan, I'm like north of the Detroit area, in Oakland County. So that's the area I service.
Sorry about your Lions not making the playoffs this year.
Hey, they'll come back next year. Always
I
next
think I
year.
think so. You got a good coach. Hey, my Buffalo Bills bowed out early, and it's been all turmoil in the offseason, so we're good. Well, Alicia, that is so awesome to hear. I'm so glad everything is going so well, and your executive assistant's getting you doing the stuff that the fun stuff, bringing you joy in real estate, and hopefully that all continues really, really well. And thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Thank you.
If you want to be our next success story at All Star VAs, make sure you book a free consultation call by hitting that link below or scanning this QR code. Now, look, Alisha hired an executive assistant, which is really the first position that I always recommend, and that is part of the administration system. Now, once you get your administration system dialed in, there are actually 4 other systems. Wait, actually, there's 5 other systems. One bonus system that you got to make sure that you nail in your business so that you can really have a business that works and runs without you. So you can go on vacation, put your phone away, you can turn it off at night, you can not be checking all your messages all the time, and your business can work for you so that you actually own a real business and not just a job. And if you want to see how all of those systems fit together in your business, check out this video right over here.